My name is Stacy Gershon, and I am beyond thrilled and honored to be here this evening as Amanda's Matron of Honor. How do you summarize almost 20 years of friendship in just a few short minutes? Obviously, talk longer than a few short minutes. Before I begin to count the many reasons why Amanda and Michael make such a great couple, I would like to give a huge thank you to Diane and Michael, aka my second parents, for this incredibly special and amazing weekend. I would also like to thank Rosalie and Bob for throwing such a lovely rehearsal dinner last night. Now, since Amanda is a teacher and I know her like a book, I'd like to school you all on a few reasons why we are best friends. Number one, cooking was never our strong suit. We invited everyone over to our house when we lived together after college to use her new George Foreman grill to make her signature dish, rosemary chicken. To say the least, it wasn't the best thing we ever made, but thankfully no one got sick and we didn't burn the house down. I'm really happy, however, that Michael has taken over the duties of top chef in their household. Number two, we aren't the best drivers, together or separate. I used to have this little Honda Civic hybrid that had a 96 horsepower. I think my blender has more horsepower than that. Amanda and I were going to lunch one day and trying to cross traffic. And needless to say, when I pushed my foot all the way down on the accelerator, it didn't go, causing us to scream, cry, and then laugh once the car finally avoided a near-death experience. Because of this instance, as well as many others, I am happy that Michael won't let her drive most of the time when they are together. It just means they will get to where they are going safely. Number three, between the two of us, we probably know everyone in this city. However, I would have to say that Amanda knows more people than I do because she's the only one that I know that religiously reads the Ladue News and Jewish Light just to see who she recognizes. Number four, I can almost say that Amanda and I are about the same person. With our daily conversations, whether it be gossip about someone we went to high school with, or an announcement on Facebook that someone we both know is getting married, we usually can read each other's minds and know what the other one is thinking. When Amanda told me she was going to Canada to visit Michael's grandmother last year, I had a feeling that something special would be happening. Amanda, of course, completely denied this. Needless to say, I was right, and boy am I thrilled. Throughout the last 20 years, we've had some pretty interesting experiences. From walking to middle school together, to homecoming dates, youth group conventions, graduations, visiting each other in college, to living together after college, I wouldn't trade any of these memories for anything. To name just one of many amazing early memories, if any of you know Mr. Michael Packman, he loves his cars. I'm pretty sure he's owned more than 20 of them in the time that I've known him. When Amanda and I were in middle school, I had this amazing pair of jeans I wore all the time. The only problem with the jeans were that they were glitter jeans, meaning that everywhere I went, it looked like I was shedding pixie dust. Not to mention, I like to put glitter all over my face and in my hair. When we didn't want to walk to school, Mr. P would drive us. However, he would refuse to drive me if I was wearing my special jeans, as he didn't allow glitter in his car. That was one of the early memories I had of the Packman family. I thought at that point they would never allow me into their house, let alone be an integral part of my life and an extension of my family at this point. As we grew up, I saw that Amanda was going to do amazing things in the community and inspire everyone she came in contact with by serving on countless boards and committees. The best example of this is her involvement with the NCJW Back to School store. She volunteers countless hours of her free time that she doesn't have to ensure that underprivileged children get new school supplies, clothes, and shoes every year. It expounds on Amanda's selflessness to others, which is something that I try to emulate as I go about my day-to-day life. Amanda has become a role model to me and to so many, and I'm forever grateful and honored to call her my best friend. Now that you know how amazing Amanda and the Packman family are, let's talk about the other person who also got married today. Amanda and Michael were set up on a blind date by my mom, Sherry. Amanda initially did not want to go out with him, but after some persuasion, Amanda went and had a great time. But when Michael came around asking to go on a second date, Amanda didn't know if she wanted to go. With a little more persuasion led to, what if he's the one? If you don't go, you'll never know where this relationship might lead. Needless to say, judging from this amazing wedding, everything seemed to work out in the end. I can classify Amanda and I's relationship like peanut butter and jelly. Always the best together, not so good by themselves. The best part of having Amanda as a best friend is seeing her marry that one person who can make her better. She always puts others before herself and is one of the most thoughtful people I know. I can see why Michael loves her. I see how much more confident Amanda has become in her day-to-day life. Michael has made Amanda glow, and I see that every time we are all together. Michael is also a source of calm and reason for Amanda when things don't go her way. He is also extremely patient, caring, kind, and a perfect match for her. It would now seem that my peanut butter and jelly relationship is turning into strawberry shortcake. Strawberries, whipped cream, and pound cake. Because I've been married for 3+ years, making me a marriage expert, it is time for some friendly advice to a long, lasting, happy marriage. Know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Typically, one person's strength is the other's weakness. Don't be afraid to tell each other what is really going on, not what the other person wants to hear. Always be supportive of the other person's dreams and aspirations, even if you think they aren't realistic. Anger is merely a disagreement. They are always mendable. One person just needs to admit they were wrong. And finally, don't forget to make time for friends, aka me. In closing, I hope we both have a lifetime of love, laughter, adventure, and a happily ever after. I can't wait to see where life takes you both, and I just hope now that you are married that we will still call each other first with the latest hot gossip. Joey and I couldn't be happier for the two of you, and I'm so thrilled that we now have more married friends. As Vitamin C once sang, as we go on, we remember all the times we had together, and as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. If everyone could please raise a glass to my incredible and inspiring best friend Amanda and her new husband, Michael. I love you both, Mazel Tov and L'chaim.